Radio 89.3 FM. Broadcasting from Ibadan, Oyo State, brings you wholesome programs for you and your family.
.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Good morning, Oyo State. Thank you once again for keeping it locked on Wells Radio, your preferred wholesome radio station, located in Oluele State, Alafi Avenue. Thank you, Oyo people. Thank you, all our listeners. Wherever you may be this morning, we are glad that you are with us. Wells Radio 89.3 FM, the number one family radio station. This morning, I'm welcoming you once again to Roundtable, reaching you from your darling station, Wells Radio 89.3. When you hear of, maybe today is your first time of engaging with us on Roundtable. Roundtable is the time is a program designed for you, and this is where you get the gist of all that is playing out in our country, Nigeria. You know, and what we do here is that when it is time for us to open the phone lines, you are cordially invited to be part of the table. Even though you may be in your house or whatever you may be this morning, you are invited to be part of the table because Nigeria is our project. It's a collective project. We cannot just remain idle. You know, bad things happen when people keep quiet. You know, it does not concern me. No. Whatever that is happening in our country affects all of us. All of us, from the north or south, east, and anywhere you are. As far as you are a Nigerian, you will be affected in one way or the other. And that is why we will not keep quiet. Open up and speak out. Let people know how you see what is going on in our country. A lot of people have this belief that it doesn't matter, I'm just a number, nobody knows me. No. How you will know that the government is aware of you? Commit a crime. wherever you may hide, government will locate you. That goes to show that they know you are existing. So you have to speak out. This morning, when we open the phone lines on Roundtable, reaching you from number one family radio station, I'm your host every Saturday from 8 to 9:30, Chukwuemeka Munachiso. And I'm not here alone. All my guys are here. I will introduce them one after the other when I come back from this time out.
If you want go wash, now water you go.
Oh yes, if you want to wash, now water we go use. Water no get enemy. Wells Radio is like water. We don't have enemy. This morning I am not here alone. I am here with my people. Let me first of all introduce Otumba Olaleko Sani is here with us.
Otutuama is here, Chukwuemeka Munachiso.
You're welcome,
it's great to be here this morning.
Otumba Olaleko Sani is here, and we have Sanusi Sunday is here as well.
Good morning, Nigerians, and good morning, Nigeria.
Yes, and Benga Mario, the famous Benga Mario, the musician Benga Mario. Benga, any show today?
Yeah, there's show tomorrow.
There's show tomorrow.
Yes.
So okay, with your band?
Yeah, with my band. We are performing tomorrow at Jericho Estate tomorrow.
Oh, okay, you're welcome, Benga Mario. Gentlemen,
are we invited?
Are we invited?
Yes, everybody, even our listeners at home, we are all invited.
Okay, don't worry. we'll come. Benga Mario is inviting us. Gentlemen, let's start on this. This is not a lighter note. It is equally heavy. But Otumba, I hope you're here with us.
100%, sir.
You know, in the Bible, there is a famous quotation by Christians. They keep saying that the Egyptians you see yesterday, you will not see them again. That's a famous quotation among Christians. And we remember the story when the children of Israel moved out of Egypt into the promised land. They moved out of bondage, oppression, and uncertainty. And God raised Moses to lead them in what is known as Exodus. And even Rastafarians, Bob Marley composed a song around that incident when he titled Exodus, Movement of Jah People out of Egypt. And Egypt represented oppression. And today, Nigerians are trooping back into Egypt. Not because God told them to do so. As in the case of the children of Israel, Nigerians are moving towards Egypt. And people are wondering why, and there is a set of people going to Egypt, not all Nigerians. You know, ordinary Nigerians, they run away to Canada, to America, to Bahamas, to anywhere. Some sell their properties, but the set of people, the set of Nigerians going into Egypt are well-to-do people, wealthy people. They are not poor Nigerians. They are the rich people who can afford visas, airfares, and accommodation. Now the question is, why is it that these rich people are going back into Egypt? They are going into Egypt. They are running away from Nigeria. Before we thought that it's only poor people. The down and outers, people who cannot, that these are people, the middle class. But now the high class people are moving into Egypt. Benga Mario, I hope you are here.
Yeah,
they are going into Egypt. They are going into Egypt. They are moving into Egypt in droves. Rich people, because these are not run-of-the-mill Nigerians. So why are they going into Egypt? Then this number one thing we have to talk about this morning. And the second one, most Nigerians yesterday expressed anger over the scandal rocking the controversial Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council, PFIPC, which the presidency claimed was fake, but was allocated a whopping 24 billion in the 2026 budget. something is fake, and yet 24 billion was allocated to it. So what is going on? Who is not telling Nigerians the truth? And Femi Falana, SAN, he has asked a lot of questions. How did an agency that is not created by any law find its way into the Appropriation Act of Nigeria? How did the body get an office in the Federal Secretariat? And we are even hearing that the Secretary to the Federal Government helped to secure a space for something that is fake. Now, how did the agency open an account with the apex bank in the land, CBN? How did the head of service post about 300 staff to that office? Gentlemen, we may not exhaust these questions this morning, but I know that Nigerians at home, they need to know what is going on in our country. Exactly. And they may even help to provide solutions and ask questions. Because where we are this morning on Roundtable in our country, a lot of questions. And how come the SGF requested office for a fake agency? That's a troubling question. And Atiku has issued a statement saying he's giving the Tinubu administration 7 days to clear itself or risk complicity charge. And the NDC said it was alarmed by the scandal, which according to it raises fundamental questions about the level of transparency, accountability and integrity of this administration. You know, allegation that the chief of staff demanded 48% of the agency takeoff. That was exactly what blew up the lead. This Prince Adeyemi, we don't know who he is. How come? I think, gentlemen, let's start with the movement of the people to Egypt. It's like you are looking forward to Egypt.
Because you took it from the Bible this morning, I think I should just.
No.
Being a man of God, let Mr.
No. Olaleko is looking like somebody who wants.
I'm okay with Nigeria.
Okay. That statement in the Bible that says the Egyptians you see today.
You will not see them again.
That was Moses' statement.
Yes. Moses told the children of Israel when they were apprehensive.
So then Egypt was a slave ground to the Israelites until God delivered them. Now, I want to put it across to us that people started, years later in our dispensation, in our generation, people started using that statement figuratively.
Okay.
They use it figuratively.
Okay.
That means the challenge
you had yesterday, you will not have it again.
People use it in the church. Motivational speaker also use it. So what they're trying to say is that nobody is trying to say Egypt is
of
bad
today. Egypt of today.
Egypt of today is bad or something like that. Egypt is a country that anybody that is allowed, that follows normal protocol can go and live in, do your business, and then do whatever you want to do. That is how it is. So when you find out that the place is working and then something is working for them in a place, and you know that you can also invest there, then why don't you try it? If you follow the normal protocol, you apply and they give you they confirm your application, they can tell you to come to their country, because that is the normal thing. Every human being can live in any country of his or her choice, in as much as you follow the normal procedure and process to live in that country, and then if you are in as much as you are doing legitimate thing in the country. So I feel people that are migrating to Egypt, it may be geographical mobility of labor, as we are taught in Egypt.
It's not just ordinary Nigerians. They are wealthy people. We are talking of the rich who are living in Nigeria for Egypt.
Can be divided in two places: geographical mobility or occupational mobility. Maybe they just want to change the environment in which they are now and then start life afresh in Egypt. Some maybe because of job that is taking time to Egypt, there is opportunity for their kind of business or their line of business there, and maybe they've been reading, seeing, and hearing that things are working in this land. Why don't you come around there too? Things will work. So the rich people want to get richer by going there to invest. I feel that is
okay. But Gamario, can you explain why? Do you know exactly why they are moving to Egypt? Rich people, not ordinary Nigerians.
Well, People travel for different reasons.
No, why are they running away from Nigeria?
I know.
They have the money, they have everything at their beck and call. Why are they running away from Nigeria to Egypt?
Well, it's best known to them. And the thing is, I think maybe there's something, I don't know much about Egypt. We have not really studied Egypt. Except that I watched their football team play on the field just like I watched yesterday.
Okay.
But the reason why they are leaving for Egypt, probably they see something that is fantasy to them. Maybe some of them, they are going on tourist, or maybe some of them, they just want to explore. Do you get now? So probably that decision was because
there is not what they are going to do in Egypt. Why are they leaving Nigeria? With all the money they have and connections, and they are still running
See,
away.
People leave Nigeria for different reasons. For example, now, if I could have my way, I being a Mario, I would leave the shore of this country.
Why do you want to leave?
I'm telling you, because there's nothing so.
Why do you want to leave us behind?
Because there's nothing so fantastic about this country. My security is at stake. No, but we are living in a country whereby the number of police force that we have is not even out of 10. It's not even up to 2 quarter of 2 out of 10 that will be guarding a particular Nigeria. So what I think is, if I should have my way, I will leave the shores of this country. And those that are living, I'm not blaming them, because tell me what is working in this country. Is it the infrastructure? Is it security? Is it electricity? Is it like when I was in secondary school, one of the lies they told us in government, that government provides us with infrastructure, like they provide pipe-borne water. But I could not recall the last time government has provided water for its citizens. Okay. Instead, if people are building in a house, what they do along with building the house is to have this bowl of a thing, which is they do by themselves. So tell me what the government is doing for the masses. So
you didn't meet pipe-borne water?
Pipe-borne water. No, I met pipe-borne water.
Once in a week.
That was in Eleyele. I grew up from Eleyele. You know, we have this dam there in Eleyele. So I met it, the pipe-borne water there.
But it's no longer there now.
But since when?
Okay. Why are the rich running into Egypt?
Thank you very much. You see, it's not just the rich that are going to Egypt. It's actually the opposite. Categories of people that are going to Egypt. The ultra wealthy and the mega and the super poor.
Super poor?
Yes, are also going to the country. The super poor are going there to work as domestic servants and the likes, and they are going in troops. Every day, go to the airport, you will see people boarding Egyptian hair, and no disrespect here, but from what you can see, you will see that these are people who are running there to make ends meet. And yes, the mega rich are also going there. Not just former politicians, not just active politicians, retired civil servants who did, in my opinion, what they shouldn't have done while in service are also going there. If you understand Egypt very well, if you have been to Egypt, you will understand that it's a magnet for tourists all over the world. People from different countries come to Egypt. You know, there is Luxor. People come to see Egyptian civilization, the resting places of the kings and all of the Ramesses II. People come to pharaohs to come and see their bodies and the likes. The pyramids of Giza and the likes. So what our politicians are doing essentially is that they are going there to build hotels and short stay accommodation places.
Okay.
That is exactly
they are going there to invest.
To invest so that they can reap money out of people coming there for tourism.
Okay.
That is number one. The reason why they have chosen Egypt is not far-fetched.
Okay.
Egypt does not have, no disrespect to the country, but it doesn't have the type of scrutiny you would expect in the UK. Like, where exactly do you get your money?
Okay. How did you make your money?
That is not a very big issue in Egypt.
Okay.
So people who have made money in a way that they cannot defend are flocking there.
Okay.
So that they can invest their money.
Okay. Is that what is attracting rich Nigerians?
That is exactly what is taking Nigerians there.
Okay.
Rich Nigerians there.
Okay. But somebody said that probably the insecurity in Nigeria is what is there.
If you live in Abuja, if you stay in Maitama, if you stay in Asokoro, you don't have any problem with insecurity in the country.
Okay.
And that is where most of them stay. The former governor of your state, where does he live, sir?
Okay.
Lives in Abuja. doesn't stay in Anambra State. The former governor of my state doesn't stay in my state. He stays in Abuja. That is it. So have you ever heard of it that a former governor was kidnapped on the road? It can never happen because they stay in a place they know too well is extremely fortified.
Don't they go out?
They go out with odds of guys.
Even after retirement?
Yes.
After leaving office?
See these bros.
Okay.
You see them with at least 10, 20 guys carrying AK-47 and the likes. So how do you test someone like that?
Okay.
That is it. Okay. So for Egypt, they are going there to invest their ill-gotten money. I want to talk about a particular agency where you would expect to see the most Spartan of us. It's an agency known by everybody in the country. Their former head, an agency that should actually go after people who have stolen money. Their former head was accused of stealing over 1.6 trillion as far back as maybe 2017 or so, and that was serious money then. In fact, I think 2015-16, that was very, very serious money. Now that trillion has become billion. Trillion was something serious then. This guy ran to court to get a permanent injunction to forbid the same agency he headed from investigating him. And not just that same agency. Agencies that also have the mandate to investigate. And for reasons I cannot understand to this very present day, the guy got such an injunction. Guess what? This guy flew to Egypt. And he started to live in Egypt until he died. When he died, they brought him back home to bury him.
They didn't burn his corpse away.
They didn't bury him there. They didn't.
So he died in Egypt and came over here to be buried.
To be buried.
Is that why Putin said that Africa is a graveyard for? Well, gentlemen, that's good. For those our listener, wherever you are this morning, the numbers to reach out to 0916-893-1000, 0916-893-1000, 0915-334-893. 0911-333-893. Now let's go to this Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council. Let me start with Olaleko. When you heard about this agency, what came to your mind?
If I'm not mistaken, there are over 700 agencies in the country. I'm talking about federal government established agencies. So hearing the name of one won't strike you differently because you cannot know all several
of them. Okay. So
when I heard that there was an agency called blah 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 blah, I was like, okay, how is that going to affect my life? It was not at the point that the chief of staff to the president said that agency is fake. The guy who paraded himself as the DG was not appointed by anybody. And I was like, oh my. When I heard that, I knew that, okay, it was going to be a long film. Because if that truly was the case, and not tell more what was attached to the matter, the guy would be picked immediately and nobody would hear anything again about the guy. I mean, at least it won't make news. If it's going to make news, it's going to go to court. I mean, we're having issues with the courts and the likes. So I was wondering, like, you have said that this guy is fake and you have not arrested him immediately. Something is not clear here. And I said, okay, let's see how it goes. 2 weeks after, Bayo Onanuga did what, in my opinion, is the greatest disservice to Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Femi Gbajabiamila. He should have kept quiet. You know, I'm a PR person. I understand PR very well. PR 101 tells you that if you don't have a good case, keep quiet. No matter the noise, keep quiet. If you know too well that you don't have a good case. That is why some lawyers will go to court and say, okay, let's do playback game. Because they know too well they cannot defend what's on the ground. That is what smart people do. But Bayo Onanuga has told us that he's not so smart. I mean, I'm not surprised. I've always known him to be someone like that, at least since 2019 or thereabout. He said that Gbajabiamila does not know this guy, that this guy does not represent this administration, that they have nothing to do with him. Not just him, also his agency.
His agency, okay.
Okay. This guy has been parading himself as the head of this particular agency. Why are you guys
And
just coming out now? And not just that he has been parading himself, he has been taking pictures with the biggest boys in town.
He has been meeting with foreign embassy delegations.
Yes, not just that. The Senate President, Godzilla Babio, actually wrote a letter to his office. I'm talking about this same guy, to follow him to the UK so that they could advertise Nigeria to the outside world, so they can come and invest. Investment Promotion Council. I mean, what else would you expect? And I was like,
and you are saying that the government doesn't know about this person.
Don't know this particular guy. Then they came out to say that the guy is an impostor and that they have reported him to the DSS, SSS, and police. When did you report him? They said 2025 November.
And okay.
Man, this is not making sense. You knew that the guy was an impostor as far back as 2025. You reported him to the DSS,
and
to the SSS. We are coming there, sir. If that truly is the case, you should have arrested this guy a long time ago, because he didn't cease from doing what he wasn't supposed to have been doing. So why is it just now that you guys are talking? We didn't know much until we heard from the guy. And the guy came out openly to say that, I know Bajabiamila. If he claims not to know him, if he claims not to know me, that is his cup of tea. But I know him, and I know him through Prince Tanimola Dixon, who is now late.
We are coming to Tanimola Dixon. We are coming to Tanimola.
I told him that I would want to work, in the words of
Prince.
the Prince now, that he said he would want to work with this administration and he would like to head an agency. And according to him, Bajabia Miller said that I will collect 600 million naira from you before you can become the head of any agency in this country. And please permit me to pause on that particular topic and digress a little bit. There are at least 700 agencies, like I said. Imagine 600 million naira to be the head of each and every agency. Can you calculate the amount of money we are talking about right now?
600 million. In
700 places. Can you now understand why these agencies are not working for Nigeria and Nigerians? They feel like they don't owe you anything.
Because
they have paid for what they now occupy. So it's now the time to reap because they have invested. That is why our agencies don't work for us. Let me now go back to the specific issue that we are talking about. The guy said he paid 400 million through a proxy he was not going to name in public, that he was ready to name the person should the EFCC, ICPC, police, SSS investigate, that he will tell them the name of the person who he gave the 400 million naira on behalf of Bajabia Miller. He said when he paid the 400 million naira, Bajabia Miller didn't complain. He said Bajabia Miller started complaining when the 200 million naira that was supposed to be the balance didn't come immediately. That was when Bajabia Miller started complaining. We can't take that absolutely, because as far as I'm concerned, both of them are crooks, and you can't hold the word of a crook against the word of the other. Let's now look at what is actually on the ground that neither of them told us, but we have come to realize. If we can sieve that truly, then we will see whose matter carries more weight than the other. We have now come to understand that the federal government of Nigeria, despite claiming that the agency was fake as far back as 2025 and that the DG was not appointed, number one, allocated almost 1.4 billion naira for the agency's operations for this year. And apart from that, there was supposed to be another 27 billion naira as takeoff grant. And yet, you are telling us that you don't know this agency. Okay. Okay, well, if you want to take it somewhere else.
No, I'm not taking it away from you. I want to hear what... do you know about the case?
Very well. Very, very well.
In fact, just hold your thoughts there, Mr. We are coming back to you. Mario.
I don't want to go into full details just like what said. But my point is this. I believe we all could remember Dr. Betta Edu.
Yes.
If Dr. Betta Edu could be sacked as the former Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation over the 585 million scandal, if Halima Shaidu, former national coordinator, National Social Investment Program Agency, NSIPA, could be suspended and arrested by the FCC over the unauthorized and suspicious movement of 44 billion naira from the government account into private account. If Professor Tahir Mama, former Minister of Education, could be sacked due to administrative shortcomings and failure to meet the administration-specific key performance metrics. If Uju Kennedy, Oane, former Minister of Women Affairs, could be sacked over repeated public controversies. See, I have so many, the list goes on and on.
Yes.
Then why is Femi Gbajabiamila still being maintained and kept by Mr. President just because it's his choice? Because one thing about accountability is this: accountability must cut across all board, no matter who you are. And an injustice for one is an injustice for all. So I think as we speak now, Femi Gbajabiamila should have leave that honorable seat for now. I would have expected Mr. President to have asked him to step aside for proper investigation.
Okay.
Because number one, the guy now in question, Adeyemi, he said he's ready to face the yes. So because more heads are going to roll. We're only hearing about Femi Gbajabiamila. There are some other Femi Gbajabiamilas that will show their faces when the guy digs his hand further into this issue.
Okay.
Now the point is this: there are so many agencies like that are fraudulent in this country, being operated illegally. We only heard about this. We knew there are so many. So we want the federal government, or you want those anyone. These are what they call them. There's this social. I forgot their name now. A setup to help us to dig deep into this agency, some of those agencies, because those are a pipe in which the money of these countries are being diverted into. Now that's the reason why they kept on borrowing. You know, just last week they still Mr. President still borrow another money from IMF now. So the point is this: Nigeria wants someone who will give us a kind of headway on this issue. We don't want this issue to be covered just like that.
Do you think, Sanusi? Do you think that this thing there will ever be a transparent investigation in this matter? What's your opinion? Yes. Yes. Do you think that this matter, as it is right now, because somebody? Okay, let's pick this call. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, West Radio.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm very happy that you raised this issue up.
Okay.
There is not going to be any transparency on this issue because
why?
Of the style of APC.
Okay.
Once you are there, all your sins are forgiven. If not because of that, their style. By now, Gbajabiamila should have been asked to step down, even if not arrested. Because there is every truth that this man has a business with them. They have been using him. They're only trying to cover up. And if they don't handle this well, every other one that they are using to siphon our money, they will cover everything that we might not hear any other one again. This one is a stepping stone to free Nigeria from those who are embezzling our money. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. George. Sanusi, do you think there will ever be any kind of transparency in handling this issue, this scandal?
I don't see.
Because the international community is looking at us. And what is worrisome is this. There are so many questions that Femi Falana raised. How did this man successfully open an account with CBN? How did the government of the day budget 24 billion for an unknown agency? How did the man con the presidency into issuing a letter of appointment? How did he con the CBN into opening accounts? How did he con the National Assembly into inserting the agency into the budget? Just one man doing all this without collaboration, without anybody, and then everybody is saying that they don't know him. Is he a spirit?
Once it comes to politics in Nigeria, you and I know that anything goes.
Is this still about politics? Don't you think that this is
politics and then I always say something that when you want to kill a dog, you give it a bad name. That's just it. normally I've not really been following this Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council, but it was when this case came up about talking about Prince Adeyemi Matthew, who said is the what you call
the DG,
the Director General of the PFIPC. Now the presidency is now telling us that this particular agency has no legal backing. So how did it come to this? Now the question is this. The question is this. You know, it is money that is causing issue now. The budget. How will you budget such an amount of money for an agency that is not in existence and it has entered budget already? It is there. So how did they do it? How did they come to this level?
Olale Kosani, do you think that this administration will come out of this thing just like that? Because do you think that this thing that is playing out right now will just end like others?
It depends on what Nigerians want. If Nigerians stop talking about it, and it doesn't matter already. That is it.
Oh, okay.
Sir, a lot of things have happened in this country that they will just be swept under the carpet and nobody mentions them again. I don't know if this is going to be one of it again, because if the agency doesn't exist, how did it get into the budget? Number one, the budget office, NASS, and then other officials are being called even to explain now. So how did it get to this level? Something is fake, working against the country, working against the presidency, and that is the claim now. So how did it get to that level? If you say that does not have legal backing, and then it is not.
I was actually going somewhere.
And who is the Dixon?
The SGF.
Okay, let's speak. Hello,
George, calling back.
You're welcome, sir.
Is it not the man that Bagadia Miller, that Matthew paid certain amount, about 400 something?
Yes. Allegedly.
Is it not the balance that is waiting for that brought this argument between them that made this thing to come out?
Yes.
What are we arguing here? The government has hand in it. The court will prove it. Just watch. These people have been doing it, and this is not the only one. Let us. It is. I just like what Mr. Sonny, the reply he gave you when you asked him this question. He said, if the people want it, are we really following up these things? So many of them like that are hanging, and they are holding office. We are going to election now. Some of them will become a senator. Some will become a House of Rep member. People who commit this type of crime, we allow them to be our leaders. And you want the country to be good? It's unfortunate, truly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, George. Olale Kosani, let me ask you. This thing that is going on right now, do you think, who is Dixon Tanimola?
This is a guy who found a way to the doors of many prominent Nigerians.
Okay.
There are pictures of him with almost every former head of state of this country. Many, if not all, governors, top shots of the National Assembly. It wasn't a public office holder, but he knew how to
get into the corridor of power. And looking at the caliber of people that we saw him having pictures with, then it's safe to conclude that he probably knew Gbajabiamila Miller. I'm not saying he knew him, but we have seen people who are of higher standing than Gbajabiamila Miller. Yes, more than, yeah.
Who this guy took pictures with. So it's safe to say that he knew him. And there is nothing on the ground right now to suggest that he didn't midwife the relationship between Gbajabiamila Miller
and the
prince. What I want is an independent investigation into what happened. I don't trust the SSS. I don't trust the EFCC. I don't trust the ICPC. I don't trust the Nigeria police. Let us have private investigators. Let them have access to anything and everything.
Can this administration allow that?
Sir, if you want to go to Lagos by train, you go to Alake Airport. That is it. This administration, in my opinion, see, I want to give you, I gave people an assignment yesterday. Let me give you that assignment again.
Let's play this call. Hello? Hello?
My brother, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, John Okrafo.
Oh, you're welcome, Mr. John.
Mr. Mario, good morning.
Your Excellency, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my brother. Munachiso.
Yes, sir.
Can you remember the name that Donald Trump called us?
I can't remember.
A country of what? Particular concern.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we are. If you watch the record of Dada, when he was in House of Rep, all of us know about.
Oh, sorry. Oh, John, call us back. The line just went off.
I was
okay.
going to say something. I'm not even talking about what Bajia did when he was in the House of Reps. Go and look at what made him lose his law practice license in Atlanta, in the state of Georgia in America. Bajabia Miller's boss today, go and look at his record in the public court in Chicago. If you know these things, you wouldn't be surprised. I am not surprised. I'm not moved because I know who we are dealing with.
Okay, but you mentioned something when in your first submission that the reason why agencies don't perform in Nigeria is because of this lease.
How do you wait? So many. It has happened not once, not twice that an agency will be misbehaving, and Nigerians will say, "Is the president not in town? Is the chief of staff not in town? Is the VP not in town? Is the SGF cannot hear what we are?" In all seriousness, they cannot understand what we are talking about simply because a lot of things had happened that made it difficult for them to respond. Now look at what is happening right now. You be thief, I no be thief. You be rogue, I no be rogue. That's exactly what it has become. I don't know this guy. Excuse me? But I give you 400 million naira. Nobody would want that type of bad publicity. So it's better for them to keep quiet. But Jabia Miller believes that he is the chief of staff to the president. He controls everything. Nothing can happen to him. Maybe that is why he felt like, let me use this guy to teach other people who may not want to pay my money up. In my own personal opinion, to say, let me deal with him so that others may learn from him. It tells you how shameless these guys are. That is just how I said. And the most disturbing part is that, it is not disturbing to me, but it's disturbing for the image of my country. That till this very present day, that is still the access man to the president. But your chief of staff is even closer to you than the VP. Now, this is your alter ego, someone that has been accused of such a gigantic graft, and he's still there acting as your eyes and hairs. It shows too well that you are one and the same. According
to report, Secretary to the Federal Government requested office space for the fake agency. If Secretary to the Federal Government requested for office space, is it still a fake agency? And if this agency has an account with CBN, is it still a fake agency? How come? What does it take to open an account with CBN?
See, there's something I want to say. We are on here now. If you go on break now, all of us in the studio will be discussing something that probably might not be able to continue when we come back on here. That's to tell you that when we are indoor, many things are known to us. The presidency, I'm telling you, many things are known to those guys. It is the little that we know that we are bringing upon, that we can only lay our hands upon. But they know where it started and they know where it's going. But we can only try and drive into it a little. And back to the question that you asked. The SSG that was telling us that we should, that they wanted to
that requested for space.
For a space
for the agency.
See, some of those agencies, of what importance are they to this country? Some of those agencies, of what contribution are they contributing to the development of this country? Is some of them not something we can tag Agbala Iwan Koje, an avenue for us to chop and clean out? See, some of those agencies, what is their benefit? See, some of those agencies in the budget, they have, that is where we have budget padding. When they want to bring about the budget, they insist on people going under it to slot in some of those fake agencies. That is where you see, you accrue billions of, this guy we are talking about now, Adeyemi,
the
prince, he has over 200 staffs that are working for him and collecting salaries. 300.
I'm coming. According to report, head of service posted 300 staff to that. Why will the head of service of the federation post 300 people to a fake agency?
That is what we are saying. See, in this country, I wish I'm the president. The president understood those facts. Nothing can go beyond the back of Mr. President, or else he doesn't want to interfere. And Nigerians, if you are crying for justice, I'm telling you, it's like you are waiting for an aeroplane in a tarmac or in a bus terminal. You can never get one. See, that is the reason why they are going on. They go on borrowing spree to fund some of those fake agencies, because the money that goes into that agencies is frivolous. The money that goes into that agency, it's mind blowing. Recall, this agency, it has Prince Adeyemi's some agencies now. The money assigned to him in the budget was over 27.4 billion naira. And these are guys that he will write a letter to the to various embassies, telling them they want to have this international summit or whatever. So they invite some foreigners, he as well and his team. They go to some other foreign countries, and they are spending this money, cool money that they are getting from the government. So who is now fooling who? So the point we are angry about this issue, because if you are doing this, you cannot have an headway. If what is happening in this country, if the money that this country is toying with, if such an amount of money is being spent in another country, I'm telling that country will cease from existing. I think one of the UK stakeholder told us some times ago. He said if this money that you guys are mismanaging in Nigeria, he said if the money should go out of their coffers, he said the country will cease from existing. So it's a clarion call to our leaders that we want a leader that will give us an accountability. We want a leader that will not give us a fake agencies and be investing much of our money, diverging some of a part of our money into fake agencies.
Okay. The numbers to call for you to be part of this conversation going on here are 0916-893-1000, 0916-893-1000, 0915-334-893, 0911-333-893. In case you are just tuning in, we are talking about this Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council, which the presidency claimed was fake, but was allocated a whopping 24 billion in the 2026 budget. Something that was fake. Also, the fake agency opened an account with the CBN. The fake agency, the National Assembly inserted the agency into the budget, and yet it is fake agency.
No, sir. It's not.
No. I'm coming.
The presidency brought it. See, okay. I actually had something in mind.
Okay, but there's something I want to say here.
Okay.
How did the man con the presidency into issuing a letter of appointment?
They said it was not issued by the presidency.
Who issued it?
I'm actually coming somewhere. The biggest villain in all of what's on the ground is the National Assembly.
How?
Thank you, sir. Not a penny belonging to the federal government can be taken out of FG's account without prior approval of the National Assembly.
Mm-hmm. How come
that is what the Constitution says.
Okay.
What I'm now saying is this. For you to have an agency, it must, as a matter of compulsion, be approved by the National Assembly. It is actually an act of the National Assembly that establishes an agency.
An agency, okay.
How exactly did the National Assembly approve the budget of an agency
that is fake?
That they did not create?
That's what I'm asking.
That is an indictment of the National Assembly itself. I'm not surprised that Tinubu and Gbajabiamila are doing this. I've read one or two things about their past, so I'm not surprised at all. Like I said, the watchdog, the group of persons that should have prevented this, in my opinion, connived with the people they should have been watching over. I mean, in all seriousness, if we were to be a serious country, all members of the Federal Executive Council, I'm talking about the President, Vice President, all of them, and all members of the National Assembly need to go on their knees, tender a public apology and an immediate resignation. But if you think that is going to happen in Nigeria, you may need to go and sleep.
Okay, one question I want to ask again is this. Do you see this affecting the chances of the present administration in the next election?
It depends on how the present administration handles this case. I made a statement earlier. I said many things have happened in the past that was swept under the rug and nobody hears about them again till date. One thing I see now that the president himself should come out to talk about this thing. The president, our president has to come out and talk about this thing, because a lot of people have been indicted. A lot more people will still be indicted if proper steps are not taken.
Excuse me, sir. Which president is coming out to talk about this thing? Look at the NNPC, sir. We have over $207 trillion that was being mismanaged, and Oshiomhole took that on. He took on Akpabio that they are going to investigate Mele Kyari, and Kyari was telling us that he's out of the country, and all Akpabio could tell us that we should just allow the sleeping dog to lie, because there's nothing to check about. So, do you not think? Does Tinubu talk about that issue?
I know he doesn't, and he won't. So for Nigerians to be cleared and for clarity's sake, that is why.
That is just one out of over 10 issues that we are having.
That is why I made that statement. But if the president himself does not talk and nobody talks about this thing, my dear, see, in the next few days, everybody will stop talking about this thing. It's gone here.
That is the much more reason why when you have people trying to vie for a political post in this country, because they knew that you can become a trillionaire within a jiffy if you are able to, and that's why you see that is why, because they knew that once you are in the good book of the president of whatever you do, you are. Look at what Oshiomhole told us now.
I'm coming. Where is the judiciary in all of this?
This has something to do with the judiciary.
Okay.
Judiciary cannot just pick an issue from the street.
Okay.
You will have to take it to their court.
DSS, ICPC,
the SSS,
EFCC, where are they?
The SSS should have a role in this.
Okay.
But I'm not expecting the SSS to do
anything coming.
The reason is that, in my opinion, that is the biggest failure in the history of this country. We have terrible security situation in the country that simple intelligence can crack and destroy. But it appears to me that the SSS is not interested in doing that. Rather, they are interested in tracking people doing something against the interests of Gbajabiamila in the Lagos State Assembly. Gbajabiamila told us with his own mouth that it was the DG of the SSS that called him to say that this guy is not doing what you told him to do.
Which guy?
Desmond Elliott.
Okay.
When they wanted to impeach the speaker, Obasa. Now we know what the SSS focuses itself on. They don't work for us anymore. They work for those in power. The point is this. I want to end my submission on this particular topic by asking a question. Chukwuemeka, sir. A lot of people have been asking. This administration is generating so much money that we have earned what multiple administrations didn't earn throughout their 8 years in office, within just 3 years. We have borrowed excessively to a point where common sense cannot understand our borrowing pattern anymore. Our tax revenue is shooting through the sky. Not that it has hit the sky, it is actually shooting through the sky. Sir, do you now know where the money is?
Subsidy money.
Do you know where all our money is right now, or do you still don't know where it is?
Where is it? I'm asking you now.
It is in the hands of people like presidential, whatever, through the guys who brought them into office. So right now you are squeezing oxygen out of our lungs so that you can steal such money.
And don't forget,
that is evil.
And don't forget this Wale Edun.
But don't you think the president has done his bit?
Which bit? Wale Edun, former finance minister. On what basis was he relieved of his job? Wasn't on the basis of trying to tell the IMF and World Bank that Nigeria does not need much loan? Was he on that basis that the guy was relieved?
Okay.
Now we see some people that are swindling and mismanaging the funds in this country.
Allegedly.
No, forget allegedly, and Ibolo be that. Forget. and we are rubbing our hands on their head.
No, but
you can't govern a country in this way.
Wait, do you expect the president to be going to central bank to know who came to open account? Do you expect the president to go to do you expect the president to go to National Assembly and find out what they are inserting and what they are not inserting? Has the president not done his bit?
Which bit has Mr. President done? All that Mr. President has told us that he has done is that he's doing reforms. And we are doing reforms.
Just wait, let me pick this call. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chukwuemeka.
Yeah, welcome, sir. Olumide, you're welcome.
Good morning, you are welcome because you are not sit on last Saturday.
Yeah, welcome.
I'm greet all my brother there, all my dad.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Olumide.
Good morning, sir. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
What you are saying this morning, I was just thinking about. We are still different things. If we need better Nigeria, we need to sit down together. We read our constitution. This constitution is not strong. That's why they are just misbehave and do whatever they like. We need to sit down together. I'm telling you, if we sit down together and say this constitution will no want to be, we speak one voice, Nigeria will become better Nigeria. For this, we cannot get better Nigeria until when Christ comes. It's not a matter of prayer, because first of all, you are saying why people go to Egypt. That's the first question you
yes.
Because why people have gone to Egypt? Because Nigeria is Egypt. Because Nigeria no more any security in Nigeria. There's no more security. The army is the land. No more anything. Ashing is the land. And why do anybody that escaped now to Japan? Everybody now look his way to escape. Because of what is happening in this country. If we can sit down together and local government to local government, we have almost 7 from local government, they sit down and we write a new constitution, our country will get better country. Okay. Because I'm sit down and look. The item we have this country is enough for us to do the best, and every foreign people to come for this country to labor for us. It's not we that will go and labor for them.
Okay. Thank you very much, Olumide. Olumide is bringing another angle to the discussion this morning. But gentlemen, we'll go on a short commercial break. When we come back, Otumba has something to say, because you were saying something about you know why I asked this question, because the general overseer of RCCG, he said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not expected to wear khaki and go and fight. So do we expect the president to go to CBN and be checking who came to open an account? What is, so can we blame him? We can't blame him. We can't blame the president. He can't wear khaki and go and fight. And so he cannot even go to CBN and find out who opened an account. Whether fake agency or no fake, it's not his business. So we'll come back after this break. Gentlemen, we are not done yet. When we come back, Roundtable continues.
Your preferred wholesome radio.
How long will it take you to confirm payment? I have been waiting for the past 1 hour.
I'm so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data.
Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service.
One Data?
Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
Are you hungry for something delicious? Food that feels like home but tastes like pure luxury? Then welcome to Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile. From our smoky jollof to rich ofada sauce to a variety of delicious soups like egusi, eforiro, and more, paired with your favorite proteins and hot, freshly made swallows, all made for you to enjoy. We also handle bulk orders in liters, fresh and ready whenever you need it, with delivery to your doorstep. At Honeydew, it's not just the food, it's the feel. With our beautiful ambience, perfect for your romantic dates, family outings, or your quiet, relaxing evening escape. Join us every last Friday of the month at 7 p.m. for karaoke night with Jayola and enjoy music, games, food, drinks, and free mocktails and cocktails as you sing your hearts out. Visit us at Plot 42, Block 8, Alaafin Avenue, beside Wells Radio, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. For your doorstep delivery or inquiries, call or WhatsApp 0814-691-6635, 0814-691-6635. Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile.
Boost your business with Wells Radio 89.3 FM. In a competitive world of business, strategic brand and product positioning is key to growth. Don't remain unseen in the shadows. Shine a spotlight on your brand with Wells Radio 89.3 FM today. Why Wells Radio? We are your state's #1 family radio station. We connect with the heart of families in your state. As the smallest unit of the society, families trust Wells Radio for quality content and information. Visit us today along Alaafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Our white and blue building just before Sharp Corner ensures your business won't go unnoticed. Advertise with us today. Call our marketing office on 0903-936-8185. Call Toby on 0803-509-3394. Ayo on 0706-840-7359. Take the leap today. Let Wells Radio 89.3 FM be the megaphone for your business success. You won't regret it.
Thinking of an all-in-one digital platform that fits your lifestyle and makes everyday payments simple, reliable, and fast?
Oh, wow. Yes, please.
Allow me introduce you to BillStation, your one-stop digital payment solution for individuals and businesses. Built to simplify payments and services for millions across Africa. With BillStation, you can buy cheap airtime and data, pay electricity bills, send money instantly, make online payments, and book flights and hotels. Enjoy our overseas airport pickup services, interstate bus ticket sales, and event tickets, all on BillStation. Fast, simple, reliable.
Wow, that's amazing.
Visit www.thebillstation.com. Download the BillStation app on the Apple App Store or Android Google Play and get welcome bonuses when you sign up. Enjoy fast customer support and a seamless user experience every time. Get in touch with us today.
Email thebillstation175@gmail.com or sales@thebillstation.com.
WhatsApp 091-6858-1914. BillStation. Your world, your money, one station.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Hey there.
more. Want to stay connected to your favorite radio station? Follow us on social media for the latest updates, entertaining wholesome content, and behind-the-scene peaks. We're on Instagram at Wells Radio 893, Facebook Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, X Wells Radio 893. Follow our WhatsApp channel Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Get a scoop on upcoming shows, giveaways, and events. Also get to interact with your favorite presenters and share your thoughts on our posts and stories. Join the conversation and stay tuned into Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Akọ́láwọlé lórúkọ mi jẹ́ olóòtú ọmọ àdábánijà. Tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa rédíò nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, mọ́lẹ̀ oṣooṣì o àfẹntí ọ̀bá nílé balaye West Radio 89.3 FM ibẹ̀ la gbé wàyí ní Olúyọ̀lé ńbàdàn. A kí gbogbo àwọn olùdarí rédíò bí o, a kí ọ̀gá àgbà alákòóso àti àwọn ìsọ̀ǹgbè ẹnjìníà àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin presenters lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan èjèèjì. Inú mi dùn fún rédíò yìí mọ̀ ọ́ máa gbọ́n gbogbo ìgbà torí wípé òjò ọ̀bẹ nìkan sọ̀tá ni bí ẹ ṣe ń sa Haúsá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ń sọ ti Ìgbò ẹ mọ̀ gbọ́ ti Ìgbò kedukedu ọdún ma ẹ mọ̀ gbọ́ ti Haúsá ń bẹ̀ iná Kwana iná Gèjà ẹ mọ̀ gbọ́ ti Yorùbá ó jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ wípé rédíò eléyìí ó tún ní agbára ju rédíò ẹlẹ́kùnjẹkùn lọ. adúpẹ́ pẹ́ òkun ìlọsíwájú yóò máa bá wa o. Akọ́láwọlé lórúkọ mi jẹ́ olóòtú ọmọ àdábánijà ọmọ ẹni ìjà ọ̀bá tí pèrè lọ́kùnrin àtẹ̀wé àtàgbà ọmọdé ìlọ́kùnrin ìlóbìnrin oyún inú àṣẹ ìdí ẹ máa gbọ́ West Radio 89.3 FM.
West Radio 89.3 FM kọ̀ǹga gbọ́nmágbẹ́.
Hope and Restoration Hour.
Jesus is taking care of me.
I don't know who is listening to me out there. Maybe you too, you are saying, I know I'm not where I should be. You have dreams, you have ideas, but for some reason, you have challenges. You will obtain mercy in the name of Jesus.
Join Evangelist Lillian Bademosi on this channel, West Radio 89.3 FM, every Sunday at 2 p.m. as she and her partners dig deep into the scriptures to unravel the truth that sets the captives free, brings hope to the hopeless, and restores them back into the plan and purpose of God for their lives.
There are times you feel boxed and it's like this is shame staring me in the face. Sometimes marital issues. Your children are probably not doing well in school. Your in-laws are probably frustrating you. You don't need to understand how it's going to happen. God does not have to walk through the process you know.
Don't miss Hope and Restoration Hour with Evangelist Lillian Bademosi at 2 p.m. this Sunday and every Sunday on West Radio 89.3 FM. God bless you as you listen.
I know He's taking care of me.
On this station, West Radio 89.3 FM, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. A new program, Capstone Capsule, comes to you featuring the anointed servant of God, Venerable Johnson Olutayo Bolanle Kehinde, as he ministers the word of God according to scriptural principles and divine precepts. Joining Venerable J.O.B. Kehinde on the program, Capstone Capsule, is a well-known teacher of the word, Reverend Professor Adetokunbo Ilesomi. You cannot listen to these two anointed men of God and have your life remain the same. So, tune in every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. for life transforming, repositioning, and restoring messages on the program, Capstone Capsule, with Venerable J.O.B. Kehinde on this station, West Radio 89.3 FM. Your story must change in Jesus' name. Amen.
Mi ò mọ̀ pójú ogun láyé o, bá má ti múra sílẹ̀, láti ìgbà èwe ni bá má ti múra sílẹ̀.
Báwa ìbàdà sí ọkọ̀, bárẹ̀tọ̀ àtọ́ta.
Èmi Michael Adé ló ní kẹ́ máa gbọ́ Welsh Radio 89.3 FM tó kalẹ̀ sí Olúyọ̀lé ní Ìbàdàn, ẹ má yí kúrò ń bẹ̀.
Bàbá ò dákun dábọ̀, bọ̀tá wọn wá ò láyé, Elédùmarè.
89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Oh, yes, thank you once again for keeping it locked on Wells Radio 9.3 FM. Our dear listener, we are happy that you are there listening to what we are saying here this morning. And the topic we brought here today is all about making this country work. We're all Nigerians. God created this space for us. We didn't choose to be Nigerians. God decided, or is it God or the British that decided we should be called Nigerians? And we all share the same space. And things are going on in our country that a lot of people are beginning to ask hard questions. Where do we go from here? You wake up on a daily basis to hear mind-boggling revelations about our country. Now we have something disturbing, very, very disturbing. It has to do with money, the Commonwealth. Nigeria is sitting on gold. Inside the bush, we have non-state actors cutting away minerals resources that should have helped this country to grow economically. Lithium, gold, everywhere. We talk of insecurity. It's not just about killing people. There is something on the ground that these non-state actors are taking away from the country. You enter the bush, people are entering our bushes, cutting down trees, taking them away from this country, and nothing is happening. And we wake up again to hear fake agency. A man, now I will quote this man, Prince Adeyemi, that is in the eye of the storm. I quote him. I am not a criminal. Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, gave me an appointment letter. I will rather die as a man than to live as a coward. This is the man in the center of the storm. How come? A lot of questions. Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council was allocated a whooping 24 billion in the 2026 budget, and the federal government is saying it's fake. How come? How did an agency that is not created by any law find its way into the Appropriation Act of Nigeria? How did the body get an office in the Federal Secretariat? Can any riffraff go and get an accommodation, an office in the Federal Secretariat? How did they successfully open an account with the CPN? How did the head of service post about 300 staff to that office? And yet we are told that it is fake. Who will come and explain to Nigerians what exactly is going on?
There are more questions.
There are more questions than answers. So, Bengamaru, where do we go from here?
From here, I'm going to my house. The point is, it's something that is mind-blowing, and if you love this country, you wouldn't want this country to cease from existing. You want this country to prosper. You want this country to stand tall amidst countries, African countries. But when you have leaders, and the set of leaders you have, the set of system you are practicing in this country, is nothing to write home about.
Wait. Is it about the system or about the people?
See, both. The system you are operating, number one, part of the system is the constitution that we are using. Sometimes the guy was asking, how are we going to look for constitution?
No, I'm coming. No. Is it constitution that gave them power to create fake agency? Or I'm asking you, is it constitution?
No. Like I've always said.
The
constitution is not perfect, but it is not why we are where we are.
Okay, it's not
the question here is this. Was it the constitution who opened an account for a so-called fake agency with the CBN?
That's what I'm asking.
Was it the constitution who allocated office space to a so-called fake agency? Was it the constitution that directed the head of service to second 300 staff
to a fake agency?
Sir, the truth of the matter is that it was not the constitution who told members of the National Assembly to insert. Not to insert. The president took the budget to the National Assembly.
Okay.
And part of what the president brought to the National Assembly included money for an agency that the law does not know. Was that done by the Constitution? Was it the Constitution who asked members of the National Assembly to approve money for an agency not established by the law? That was not done.
Excuse me, sir. Okay. It's the same. What I mean is that the Constitution gave the power to the president to be the first to be the first president and to be a ruling president, and he gave him power to make orders. The constitution gave the president the power to take the bill to the Senate, right?
Okay.
Now, the constitution brought about the 3 tiers of.
Just hold on. Hello.
Hello.
Olumide, you're welcome back.
Yeah, I'm still saying if our constitution is given all those words they are doing.
The constitution is the problem.
Yeah, all of them are dodging under the constitution.
Okay.
Let me tell you, sir, if you study our constitution very well, 99 constitution, you will see there's a lot of mistakes again.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, when you go to, if you check everything in Nigeria, in fact, you see that everything has wrong. Everything has wrong. Up on local level to all our institutions, everything has wrong. So that's why if they do anything, they will just pass under the constitution, they judge under the constitution. Now, what happened now? Let me tell you, before 5 days or 6 days, they will use constitution to back it up. They will use some law to back it up. But if we have the constitution that's strong, that if anybody steals, the penalty is dead. I'm telling you, all these things. See, it's only massive common man. It's only common man the constitution is what.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, sir.
I have a question. This constitution, if we bring people from developed world to give them the same constitution we have in Nigeria, do you think it will work?
I want to ask a question, sir. What exactly is the office of the president without the power to give orders? What exactly is the office of the president without the power to give directives? Across the world, wherever you have a president, it is the president that will take the budget to the National Assembly. It is like to the legislature. I mean, here we call it National Assembly. In America, they call it Congress. Sir,
are you saying that the president is aware of? Does he have to read everything?
Sir, before you, sir, if I bring, should I bring a paper to you now, sir? Append your signature.
I will go through it.
So that is it. Once you put you,
I don't know how voluminous
it is.
Sir, it is. I do think the kind of president we have, we scrutinize.
The truth of the matter is that, as the president, you are responsible for whatever happens on your watch. Even if you're not going to say, okay, how much are you going to allocate to sweeping to the area of sweeping your office every morning, you must at least know the ministries, departments, and agencies that are getting what. That is it. And if truly the president was not aware as of the time he took it to the National Assembly, now that the list has been blown open, that the president now knows that an agency that was not created by law was, what would you expect, sir?
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. At this particular, if the president wasn't aware, what do you think would have happened? He would have sacked Bajabia Miller. He would have, the guy, Prince, whatever, would be cooling his feet somewhere right now, alongside Bajabia Miller. In fact, they should put the two of them in the same set. If they want to, rack it out,
Excuse me, sir. When the president was sworn in on May 29, 2023, what was given to him? The constitution was given to him. And he swore an oath that is going to lead the country with the fear of God, using the constitution as the kind of tools for him to work on. Is it not the same constitution that has been ruling with? Is it not the same constitution that empower him to take the budget to the legislative arm? When you have an issue in the law court, corruption based, and they will tell you that according to section something of, they will quote a particular law for you, and they will tell you that you are going on plea bargaining. Somebody who stole 100 trillion, and they will say, okay, the court will now tell you are going on plea bargaining, just bring 50 trillion. Do you understand? It's not the constitution that gives them.
Let me say something at this particular point.
Okay.
So the constitution is faulty.
The constitution is not a poem book, or what do they call it? It is not.
It's a guide.
There is nowhere in the whole constitution you will see, okay, if you have killed, this is what they are going to charge you with. That is in the criminal code,
okay,
and not in the
Constitution. Okay.
I can tell you free of charge that I've gone through all sections of the Constitution, not just the Constitution, our criminal codes, but even in the one used in the North Penal Code. Not one part of it supports the idea of plea bargain. Not just that it supports it, it does not even know it.
What is plea bargain?
Yes. But here, our politicians, in connivance with our judges and lawyers, we say, go for plea bargain.
And there's nothing like plea bargain.
Yeah, I stand to be corrected. If anybody can challenge me here this morning, I have something for that person. There is nothing, not in our Constitution, not in all the supporting books that goes by.
Then how did we manufacture plea bargain?
That is what I am telling you. People who are supposed to run the country have actually flipped the Constitution upside down.
Do they even work according to the Constitution again?
Mr. Mario said something that the president was given a Constitution. Actually, he was not given a Constitution. He was given just an oath of office. I swear that you...
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say here is this. People who are in the seminary were given Bible. People who are in Islamic schools, Boko Haram people, they said they swore by the Quran not to return to whatever they were. I'm talking about repentant bandits. So very many of them, after swearing by the Quran,
they have returned back.
Sir, forget about books. Forget about books.
Books, okay.
Follow your mind.
Na man write book.
If na man write book, even the book where God writes, people they throw inside gutter.
People they burn them now.
People they burn them. Not talk of the Constitution that was written by whether we the people or them. I'm not really interested in that. What matters to me is the workability. I have gone through the Constitution of the United States of America.
Okay, gentlemen.
Sir, I've gone through the please, Mr. Sanusi, please. I have gone through the Constitution of the United States of America. I've gone through the German Constitution, Nigerian Constitution, and I can tell you that there is no fundamental difference. I stand to be corrected anywhere. There is no fundamental difference between those three. Yet, those guys are moving forward while we are moving backward. That tells you that it's not the book, it is the operator of the book.
Okay.
That statement buttresses the statement you made earlier.
Yes.
You said, is it the Constitution?
Is it the Constitution or the people?
I think it's the people. You say if they bring developed people to Nigeria, what will happen? What is happening there is what
will happen here.
See,
if you now take us to their own country to run on their own constitution, trust me, we are going to make America what Nigeria has become.
A lizard in Nigeria cannot become an alligator in the US. That's just it. If we think you're a lizard in Nigeria, automatically when you get to the US, you become an alligator. Not lie. Now they play, you they play. So when they carry every Nigerian here, land us in US tomorrow, give us 2 months, we'll go spoil America. America will become...
Okay, gentlemen, what is the way out of this mess? Bengamado, let me start with you. Look, there is no gainsaying the fact that we are in a mess.
Sure, yeah.
Internationally, the world is looking at us as something species, as of human beings. Imagine this kind of scam at the highest level of this country. What is the way out?
The way out is simple. Let there be a sanction. When you are talking the other time, I just go search some of the countries where corrupt leaders were being sentenced, and the list was endless. See, if there is a capital punishment for wrongdoing, if there is a capital punishment for mismanagement of funds, for embezzlement of public funds, if there is a public, I watched a video on I think this guy Idi Amin, the former president of. If you want to kill people, he will tie them behind vehicle, and they will be rolling. The vehicle will be driven, and the person will be the vehicle will be drawing the person. Do you understand? And that's the cruel way to kill someone. Let's have such a capital punishment. If you steal Nigerian money and you are taken to the law court and you are found culpable, the next thing is to tie such a person not behind the bars, behind the moving vehicle, and be dragging the person. It will serve as deterrent.
For me, I'm coming. If you kill,
death penalty.
If you kill people, do you think there will be anybody remaining in Abuja or our leaders?
It will only be. We only have someone who has an interest to govern without stealing.
Let me come in at this point.
No, the question is
it will sanitize the process.
The question is this.
Okay,
the question is this.
Okay, sir.
We are in a mess. There's no doubt about that.
One.
What is the way out?
Thank you, sir.
Otumba.
There's only one way out.
Okay.
Guess who's going to act? Me and you. Write it in the Constitution today. I'm not talking about the criminal code or all of that. I'm talking about the main constitution of the country. Find a way to insert a clause which says that if you steal, you will be hanged. Trust me, it is only opposition politicians that will be hanged. No politician in bed with the ruling party
will be hanged.
That tells you that that constitution cannot fix itself.
Okay.
It's still the people that will fix it. There is only one way out.
Okay.
And the way out is that Nigerians should profile critically whoever they want to put in office.
Okay. Nigerians should profile critically.
Hello. What does profiling is out of this? The same the white people that does the pencil also does the razor. If you are profiling, see, absolute power corrupt absolutely.
No, he's saying that we should profile.
No matter how extent you profile them, by the time they get to that office and they have access to some of those frivolities, I'm telling you, mind of people can be easily changed. I'm telling you, mind can be bought. What profiling what? I'm subscribe to that.
Sanusi, what is the way out? Otumba has said, Bengamado said death penalty. Otumba said Nigerians should profile whosoever they want to occupy the highest office in the land. Check the person, his antecedent, where is he coming from, what is his record. Don't vote based on tribalism or religion. That's if I understand him very well.
100%.
Okay, Sanusi, what is the way out?
The way out is the constitution should be changed. I mean, able people, knowledgeable people. We've had leaders in the past that actually wanted.
Is it lack of knowledgeable people that is not making constitution to work?
We've had people in the past that actually wanted the men's way for this country, but they didn't last long in power. Go and check every genuine leader that we had in this country. They never lasted.
Is it constitution that killed them or what?
No, these are the people that should come around, change the constitution.
Okay, gentlemen.
But in some other countries, in some other advanced countries, where they are killing any individual. Go, I just search it now. I don't want to go. We don't have time. I would have read the names for you now. Even just so, I think last month there. I think vice president of in Korea or whatever. The woman she was sentenced. So the big thing is, in their own country, what they do is
I'm coming.
Public onslaught.
The last thing we are going to say is,
let me say something,
can
sir.
we have a genuine democracy without strong judiciary?
It's not possible.
Sir,
what I'm saying here is this: the 7 most advanced countries, the G7 countries, it's just one of them, the US, that has a death penalty. There's no death penalty in the UK, no death penalty in Canada, not in Germany, not in Europe. I mean, these are things that are very. See, if you say that kill, my idea is that once you do bad, see bad. But if that is just how you want to go about it, who is going to kill that person?
Oh, we may not pick the
bigger thieves.
The last call today. Hello. Just a second, please, Olumide, because we are out of time.
My way out is penalty of death.
Okay, death. Okay. Olumide said death sentence is the way out.
Say something here. I'm not against death penalty for those who have done bad. But if you think that is what is going to bring Nigeria out of this mess.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming. Benga Mario, thank you for coming. Otumba Leko. Thank you. And Sunday Sanusi, thank you for coming, and all our listeners and those that called. Thank you for keeping it locked on West Radio 89.3 FM. Next Saturday, God willing, we can't take this call again. Anyway, let me just chip it in. Hello, good morning.
Mr. George.
Good morning.
Good morning, please. Just a second, please. We are out of time.
Okay, sir. Are you sure? Okay,
so, gentlemen, I am Chukwuemeka Munachiso. Next Saturday, God willing, I will come your way again. Our country, a new Nigeria must emerge. God will fix this country. And it's left for Nigerians to speak out and demand for accountability. We cannot continue to watch and see what is going on without speaking out. God bless Nigeria. I remain yours sincerely, Chukwuemeka Munachiso.
all them California and questioning me. It's where California so born since 1980. They leave all them California and questioning me. Where California so born since 1980. They say they're tired with this stupidness that is here. On the count of four, put your hand in the air. It's like they want to drive people insane, but tell them